Good afternoon, everybody. The Irish Demon here, back with another video. Hope you're all doing really well. And today in Judge Simpson's court, we had a guy who decided to take police on a very, very long chase. He ended up with a bond of 200 grand, and he's here today asking for that to be reduced. What happens might surprise you, or probably not, actually, to be fair. Now, the prosecutor in this one goes ham on this guy, so I think you're really going to enjoy this one. Now, before we go on, just to let you know, YouTube's been hitting a lot of us that cover this kind of thing with demonetization lately. If you want to fight back to help us, all you got to do is hit that like button, share the video, and leave a comment down below. It really helps to push us in the algorithm a little bit. Bloody flies. Come on, just a little closer. Ooh, yeah. I feel like an actual Jedi with this thing. Hold on. There's another one. It's really hot here, so we got lots of flies. And I live on a big farm, so you hear the electricity flowing through it. See, they know I'm around now, so they're disappearing. Anyway, other ways you can help this channel would be to consider leaving a super thanks down below or dropping us a tip in the old PayPal tip jar. Hope you enjoy it.
False case, Other People versus Sheldon Underwood.
Nicole Hughes on behalf of the people.
Andrew Banis, Assistant Public Defender. With and on behalf of Mr. Underwood. Mr. Underwood, please state your name for the court.
Sheldon Underwood.
What are we doing?
Your Honor, Mr. Underwood has two requests. One pertains to bond, but the first request is for a 1-week adjournment to hire private counsel. He informs me that his family has already reached out and is in contact with one of the local law firms.
Are they going to be able to accomplish that in a week?
I did discuss that with him, and he believes so.
All right. I'm only going to adjourn it. Well, I'm going to adjourn it to the 21st, if that's what he's doing, because he's only going to get one adjournment to get counsel. So probable cause conference, September 21st, 2023, 9 a.m. Or Zoom invite indicates yes, ask the bond.
Thank you. Mr. Underwood is currently held on a $200,000 bond on this case, no other cases. He is requesting a reduction to a 10%. That's still quite significant. I understand the charges are serious in terms of the fleeing, and there's also a third count relating to the vehicle. His main concern is to get back to work if that $20,000 bond could even be posted and continue making his child support payments.
Response?
And the response here is absolutely beautiful.
Your Honor, please let me know when you're convinced and tell me to stop talking because I could go on for days about this one. First, the defendant does have another, he does have another case. He has a friend of the court bench warrant right now. So in terms of him wanting to continue to pay his child support, he's got a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to support. He right now, the bench warrant has a bond of $536 for past due payments. The defendant's bond is set in the amount of $200,000. I charged this case. I requested $250,000, and I am renewing that request at this time. The defendant took multiple interstate police agencies on a high-speed chase beginning in Toledo, Ohio. He fled from Toledo all the way up to Ann Arbor. The third charge that Mr. Banis mentioned, the thing that involved the vehicle, yeah, that was when the defendant drove his car directly into a Pittsfield Township occupied patrol car, which is an FA on a police officer. The defendant was fleeing from Ohio with an Ohio State helicopter following him into Ohio. Pittsfield, the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office, as well as Ann Arbor had to get involved in this chase. He was doing speeds as fast as 114 miles per hour on Michigan Avenue. He wasn't, not that that's even part of a speed limit, but he wasn't even on a highway when he was doing 114 miles per hour. In terms of him being a danger to society, his reckless fleeing and his intentional assault on a police officer while fleeing certainly demonstrates that he's a danger to society. And then, of course, he's a flight risk, given that he took multiple jurisdictions on an interstate police chase. He ditched his car on US 23, tried to get out and run, When the police found him, thankfully, he was compliant and didn't continue to assault them. And they were able to take him into custody at that time. He is, when they searched his vehicle, they did not recover a firearm, but they did recover a magazine that was empty, did not have any ammunition in it. Again, the people are requesting at this time that his bond be increased to the initial request of $250,000.
When he rammed the Pittsfield officers, were any of the officers injured?
Thank goodness they were not. The officer was not injured. His car was damaged to the extent that he was unable to continue to pursue the defendant, though.
May I make two very brief minor points?
Somehow, I don't think there's a whole lot that you could say here, sir.
Go for it.
First, at least according to ex-jail, I think the front of the court warrant has been resolved, but Ms. Hughes might have some information that I'm not aware of. As I read the police report, and this is no doubt a factual dispute, but as I read the officer's statement, and I'm not blaming the officer in any way, but as I read that statement, the officer hit the defendant's car. Now, how that happened, but that's how I read it. And I'm not
Does
saying
that help you? They're on a high-speed chase from Ohio. So the officer hits his vehicle, maybe to stop it and save other people. I'll let you go on, but go ahead.
No, that's it, Your Honor. Thank you.
Motion for bond reduction is denied. I will, and quite frankly, given the circumstances as laid out by the people, I think the $200,000 bond is set very low. I don't even think that the $250,000 bond is appropriate, because from Ohio to Ann Arbor, all of the individuals that would have been on that roadway, as well as once he got himself on Michigan Avenue doing those high speeds, he put all of those people in danger. He put all of the officers that had to pursue him in danger. And for no reason. And at any given point in time, given those speeds, somebody who could have been just out could have been killed. Court will set bond in the amount of $500,000 cash surety.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, unsurprisingly, this guy showed absolutely no remorse whatsoever. In fact, you could see him on the screen giggling as they were talking about his charges. But these are very serious issues. You know, driving down the road, somebody passes you at that speed. I don't know if he was on something or whatever the case may be. It's extremely dangerous. He could have took somebody out in a heartbeat. I've absolutely no sympathy for the guy. $500,000 though. That didn't go very well for you, did it? The bond was 200 grand. You were like, okay, let's get a reduction on this. Yeah, that's what we're going to do today. Oh, twice as much, is it? Oh, right. Okay, way to go, bud. Now, don't blame his defense attorney here. That poor bastard has got nothing to go with on this whole thing. Seems to me like the guy's kind of pretty much banged to rights. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, make sure and smash that like button, and we'll catch you in the next one. And thank you, Dan, for giving me the Jedi power that I now have.